See, this is what happens when you're the fucking dickhead that didn't want to get a GoPro. You end up with some contraption like this. So, if you don't know, we're actually using this fucking Ulanzi hand pod, little handheld tripod that I bought over a year ago to use specifically for this purpose of vlogging. Never used it. So, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, the autofocus is pretty good. So, and also another relic from the past, using the, fuck, what's this brand called? Samyang. The Samyang 18mm prime f2.8. It's another lens that I bought, loved actually, I really liked it. But then out of insecurity, returned it and traded up for the Sony FE 20mm G lens, the f1.8. Which, I mean, it is like technically a better lens, but I don't like what it produces better. I think 18mm is much better focal length, and the image quality is superior to this one. It is super contrasty, super sharp, even better than the G Master 16-35. Is a difference. It's just another, say, stop of contrast and clarity and all. This one is like maybe 1.5, 2 stops below that in quality, but it's close enough that the positives of 18mm and it being way smaller and way lighter and way cheaper actually make it a better lens in all practicality. So maybe I should adjust the white balance because everything looks yellow as hell. And I am probably, yeah, 12,800 ISO. So this is on auto ISO, so this is the maximum that auto ISO will take it. 12,800 at f2.8 is completely doable. Yeah, now in the bright area, 5,000, 4,000. It's adjusting. All right, this is doable for nighttime vlog. This is the scenario I've always been worried about. Specifically stopping down to f4, because there's a lot of good f4 lenses that I want to get, but this specific scenario of night vlogging is what I'm worried about. Is my concern. So f4, you notice a huge difference in the amount of light. Just put it back down to f2.8. Got more brightness, more clarity. Right, that's a good image. That's a good ass image. Stop down to f4. It's probably the same. 12,800. Alright, so I'm gonna wait till we get to a darker spot and we'll use that as a better test. So alright, so now this is a situation I look forward to. This is dark. This is pretty dark. It's still hazy. Alright, it's very humid. Hazy, was raining all day. So there's a lot of humidity in the air and it's catching the light. So it's actually brighter than it would be on a clear day. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of glare in the air. Yeah, like normally this would be pitch black. I wouldn't be able to really see it on a clear night. Here it's hazy, so it's not perfectly ideal, but this is what vlogging at f4 looks like. Now I'm gonna punch up to f2.8. Notice how much clearer that gets. You see right there, rewind the video, you have to. it gets so much clearer f2.8, which is not looking good for my wallet right now. I love the way f2.8 looks, and I imagine, you know, a wider aperture is even better. But it's a real shame because my dream lens right now is the 12 to 24 millimeter f4, because it's lightweight. You know, it's yeah, man, it's super wide, lightweight. Only thing is f4, and it's doable, right? You still saw me the other one, but it's not nearly as clean as f2.8. I also have this little video light from Ulanzi that I have had for a while. Ooh. This is only at 15% brightness. 15% and you get all that. Whew. If I were to stop down to f4 again, that's what you could expect. Get me in some of the background. Stop down there. Back to 2.8. It still looks good. Mind you, we're filming at 10-bit right now. So if it looks particularly smooth, I'm gonna blame it on 10-bit. 10-bit colors. I love it. I really love it. I've had videos like this on my other cameras, and I just didn't have the heart to post it because I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. And this, alright, I can post this. So, Ulanzi light. So, wait for the dramatic music to die, and then I'll go into it. So it's a few days later now. I'm editing the video and realized I didn't have a clip to really sum up everything that happened. So overall, I'm extremely impressed with how this thing works. Video is amazing. It's such a huge step up from the A7C in terms of getting it to look the way that I want. You know, just having 10-bit is such a big difference. Yeah, it's just that little bit was like, it's kind of off. Like, it looks good, but it's kind of off. And then I ended up messing around with HLG and S-Log, and it wasn't working for me. This, straight out of camera, I'm completely fine with. And not even putting any picture profiles. No picture profiles, straight out of camera. 10-bit, even in 1080, at 50 megabit per second, you know, the lowest bit rate it has, looks amazing. I'm completely happy with it. So I'm definitely stoked about that. As for photography with this lens, you'll see in my next upcoming video, because I had a photo shoot yesterday with it. Very happy. If you want to get into the details and look at those pictures yourself, you can follow me on Instagram. It's also Visual Vicente. Visual Vicente. It's not my actual name. My actual name is kind of a mix between the English and Spanish. There was Vicente with the N, but I figure it's more distinctive, and I'll get less people mispronouncing my name if it's just cut off the N. So it's Visual Vicente, and you can find me Instagram, Facebook if you use that, Twitter. I gotta update that for the Twitter, and of course YouTube. So follow me. I'll see you next time.